All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Hope you guys have been keeping well. We are continuing part 17 of our Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade playthrough tonight here over on twitch.tv/irritableiNdian. So hope you guys strap in and enjoy the show. Let's just get right into it tonight, man. I cannot be more excited to continue some of this tonight. So without further ado, let's just jump in, right? And what better way to do that than by just hitting up square here to get right back into where we left off last time. That's what we discovered on the last stream, right? That we can straight up just hit square on the PS5 main menu to jump into the part of the game we were in before. Like, that's fucking awesome. We already kind of knew that from our Demon's Souls remake playthrough, but I had no clue you could do the same thing with FF7 remake. That's really cool, man. This changes everything for the start of our streams, right? We can just jump in, but yeah, hell yeah, man. Hope you guys have been keeping well. It's been a day finally, right? We're getting back on track with some streams. I know we're starting a little bit later than usual, or not usual. This is how late I usually start, right? Towards the evening, but I know in the last stream I said I wanted to start a little bit early going forward, but what I'm realizing is sometimes it just doesn't work out, right? You want to do a couple of other things. You have a couple of too many things to take care of, right? So it happens, right? But whenever I can, I would like to start early on when there's daylight outside. And the nice thing is right now there still is daylight. It's not pitch black out there yet. And that's awesome, right? I always love it when I get the sun coming directly into my window when I'm able to do these streams. It just feels so energizing. Unlike this part of the game right here, everyone is super drained and sad and depressed. Understandably. Sector 7 just collapsed. And we're about to start the stream off. I hope you guys know one of my favorite parts of the game right here, where we encounter Sephiroth yet again. Have another vision of the guy. And it sets up the whole Ancients plotline. Fucking love the way they incorporate Sephiroth into this game. This part right here. Alright, so let's do this. Part 17. Let's try and get a nice long stream in today, right? Ascend to Shinra HQ.
Where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about Ancients?
I know I've heard of them at least.
I love the way they set this part up.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright.
Jesus Christ. Sephiroth looks so good in this game. I can never get over how impeccably they just nailed his character design. They made him look so evil, yet badass at the same time, just as he should be. Especially with this theme that was chosen by the planet. Can't wait to hear it in part 2 when Sephiroth descends into villainy in the Nibelheim flashback.
It's nothing. Let's go.
So here's the thing, right? And we talked about this a little bit on our first playthrough of this game. Technically the second, right? So our first playthrough of Intergrade, if you will, a month or so ago. At this specific scene, we talked about the same exact thing, but I'm gonna say it again to drive the point home, right? A lot of people seem to not like the way Sephiroth is incorporated in this game. Understandably so, right? It's completely understandable. And the reason for that is because they show him a little bit too much in this Midgar component of the game, right? The perfection in Sephiroth's introduction in the original Final Fantasy VII was all about the fact that you knew nothing about him, number one, and number two, there was that aura of suspense and mystery, right? Like, they barely showed the guy. You only hear stories about him and urban legends about him and everything that he has done and all the evils that he's committed. But you never really see him until the tail end of the game's first act, right at the end of Midgar. Over here, they're kind of showing him a little bit too much, granted. But here's the thing, they're still retaining that aura of mystery that he had from the original game. It's not like if you're a newcomer to the game, you're still not going to know anything about Sephiroth like in the original, even though they're showing him a whole bunch here, right? And revealing him a whole bunch very early on. Right? He's almost like a boogeyman, right? That's the best way I can describe him. He's this sort of urban legend that even though we're seeing a whole bunch here that a lot of people aren't happy with, I'm in the camp of people who thinks that they still did a phenomenal job introducing him even in the remake, because even though they're showing him a whole bunch, you still know absolutely nothing about the dude if you've never played the original game, right? They're just incorporating him in such a way that he appears every now and then, seems like an evil, maniacal dude, and then just like disappears like that, and it leaves you wondering, who the hell is this guy? This guy's obviously the main villain, but I want to know more, right? And that element of not knowing is what scares you. So you're still like kind of terrified of the guy like the original game, but for a different reason. In the original, you're terrified because you know absolutely nothing about him. And on top of not knowing anything about the guy, except for the tidbits of things people say, you don't even see him, right? Until the end of the first act, when you leave Midgar. And here, even though you do see him, you still know nothing about him, which is equally as terrifying. And the kind of shit that he says when he shows up is pretty damn haunting, especially with his character design and voice acting. They absolutely knocked it out of the park with Sephiroth. Now, so here's the thing, right? Now, this is what's amazing about all this. I think that part 1 of the remake is setting him up to be this mysterious entity for newcomers who have no clue who Sephiroth is. And part 2, the thesis statement of that game is going to be Cloud's flashback. And the purpose of that flashback won't just be to flesh out what happened and what Cloud's backstory is with Sephiroth, but it will be to give us more information about the guy and humanize him a whole bunch. And I cannot wait for that. Part 2 is going to be all about, okay, in part 1, we showed you this mysterious dude. Now, like, we're going to go into who he is and why he's a threat and why you need to stop him and what he wants. And I think that's fantastic. I think that's super fantastic. I'm all for it, dude. It's awesome.
It's like there's a hole in the sky.
And I love the way that they set up the whole
Over there.
mystery about the ancients and what they are over here, like right after the Sector 7. It's a great way to segue from the Sector 7 act of the game and the plate collapse
Nothing else.
to now what's going on with the Cetra and the ancients and why Song and Shinra wanted Aerith and trying to rescue Aerith, right? The game does a phenomenal job of transitioning between its chapters, right? And concretely defining what each chapter is about.
The first thing we need to do is find a place.
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much
You guys know what else I kind of love that I never noticed before? Barrett's run cycle animation in this game is exactly the same as the original Final Fantasy VII. Like, he doesn't, like, swing his gun arm around. He, like,
Got out.
he leaves it idle, and then, like, he swings his other arm around while running. Run cycle is, like, exactly the same as the original game. It's such a nice touch. God, I love this game so much. It is such a treat to the OG fans of the game. Thank you, Square. Blessed Nomura.
Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared.
I've been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
Right now, I'm really just paying attention to this aspect of the game that we talk about a whole lot, and a lot of other people seem to share the same opinion as well about how the level design of the game isn't anything too spectacular, right? It's not. But what the characters say and what they do and how they interact and their dynamics and the storytelling and the music are what really carries the game. And I'm just like kind of thinking about that fact right here while playing this part of the game, and that's really true. Like really, if you think about it, all we're doing right now is just walking in a straight line to Sector 7, right? Or I'm sorry, Sector 5. And that's really all you're doing in terms of level design. It's not riveting at all. But the characters, right? What they say, their dialogue, and the music here, my god, the music is what really pulls you in. It's enough to make you forget about how the level design is nothing spectacular, right? Because it's just so engrossing in other areas. Love it.
That's the house.
Yeah, so this track was not in the original game. Entirely new. You got another new track that they knocked it out of the park with.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a
She's
pink dress
sleeping
today.
upstairs.
Oh,
I like how
She's sleeping.
I like how in the remake, Elmira is way more calming. And
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
sympathetic towards Barrett, right? Whereas in the original
Keep it
game, when
down.
Barrett comes
Don't
in,
wake
it's
her.
exactly the same, right? He's panicking, he's freaking out. He's like, "Where's Marlene? Where's my baby girl? Where is she? Where's my daughter? She's cute as a button. I need to know that she's alive and safe." And Elmira, instead of going, "She's sleeping upstairs, it's all right," she goes, "You're her father? How could you?" She starts like scolding him because of how he's been like irresponsible or whatever and hasn't been looking after her lately since he's been out on these bombing runs and stuff. So I like this slight change here where they show that instead of scolding him, she's like, "Okay, she's upstairs, calm down. It's all right."
Marlene,
So many little
my
things like
baby.
that in this
God.
game. Yes, I am very happy with. That's so wholesome.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering.
I love this scene so much. It's one of my favorite parts of this scene right here, by the way, that
About
subtle
15 years ago.
shot of Barrett going, right, because he can
My
relate to
husband,
it.
he'd been
Foreshadowing
shipped
that
off to
Marlene
fight
isn't
on the
his
front lines.
biological daughter.
But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him.
Speaking of which, the whole Dying storyline in Corel in part 2 with Barrett reuniting with Marlene's actual father and having to fight him.
He
Can't
didn't
wait. It's gonna be crazy.
I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her. Her and her mother.
Oh, by the way, I want to try something here. I heard about this on Reddit. You can actually restore color. That's so cool. You can restore color to this sepia flashback with Aerith and her mother with photo mode. That's so gosh darn cool. Okay, hold up. I want to wait for the close up to her face.
Run away from...
That's so awesome. I'm gonna screenshot this right now. Hold up. 'Cause I think this is really cool. I'll post this over to my Twitter later for people who might not know about it. Wait, let's get rid of this. Webcam. This is awesome. Okay. Sweet. Sorry. I just wanted to check that out because I think that was really cool. Good thing I remembered it.
That sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely.
Poor Aerith.
So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action.
Music here is so beautiful. Every single rendition of every single major
Things like
theme from the
that.
game.
She'd just know.
It's
was
so
a lot
good.
to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
This part is really funny, by the way, because watch. I love how Song is literally the same age. And apparently they had a model for a younger Song, but they decided to use the standard, like, middle-aged version for whatever reason.
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I love how it's the
I had
same
no
plot
idea
hole
what
as the
he
original
meant,
game. Like,
so I said, who are the ancients?
they forgot to switch his character model to a younger version.
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless
Man is an
knowledge
immortal
and wisdom
vampire. He doesn't
shall guide
age.
us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Gosh. This game looks so good during the nighttime. I think this is probably like the prettiest location in the entire game when it's night. It's a secluded area where Aerith's house is. So good.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
Hell yeah. Onward to Sector 7. Bunch of padding that wasn't in the original game. In the original, they just straight up go to save Aerith after the whole thing with Elmira. Go to Wall Market, and then hightail it all the way up and onwards to Shinra HQ. This is a very, essentially the whole purpose of this part of the game is to catch up on a bunch of side quests. Which I feel like on this playthrough, we can kind of just like skip through because we've done all the side quests in the game, right? No reason for us to overstay our welcome here. And normally this part of the game takes up quite a bit of time if you're trying to do all the quests. So yeah, we're probably just gonna like get through this next part really fast and hightail it to Shinra HQ. I love this theme. This is my favorite theme in the entire game besides Hollow and the Tower of Promise. Midnight Rendezvous. And the fact that two of my favorite songs from this game are new tracks that weren't in the original is saying something about the quality of this remake.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Alright, assholes. Let's dance. Uh-oh. There, I need backup. Very nice. Here we go.
Not bad.
Evil creatures.
It's blocked. There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through. But it's our only shot.
Glad to hear it, Cloud. It's what I do best. Fighting's what I do best. Dun, 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 dun. I love D recompense.
Take the lead.
All set.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Steady.
Go for it.
Nice.
Let's do this.
Easy.
Oh, we're done here.
Alright, this part of the game, by the way, where you're just like Cloud, Barret, and Tifa going through the various sectors and side questing and stuff, has my favorite character banter in the whole game. Like, the shit they say during combat and afterwards when they win is like the best in the entire game. It's so good. Because it shows you how far their bond has come, right? Like, especially between Cloud and Barret. Kind of heartwarming.
There's no escape.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Hell yeah.
We're better than this.
So let's prove
Oh, Cloud's like, we're better than this, and like, he instantly just gets put to sleep.
Time for a serious action.
Fleeing, what the fuck?
You gotta stop till it's done.
Too late. Keep it up.
Uh-oh.
Hang back. Let's do this.
Sweet.
It's over.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Oh, we gotta heal up more often. Shit. We're actually lower than I thought on HP.
Give it all you got.
Sweeper prototype. Not gonna be a prototype for long. It's gonna be junk. Go. And pray real quick. Hit up another prayer with our big guy. Big boy Barret. Let's do this. Nothing but a scratch. Barret's block is like the coolest in the game. Oh no, Tifa. She's about to die. Fuck.
Taking over.
Jesus. She actually just got killed. No. That never works, dude. I always hold on to a little bit of hope that after reprieve, I can actually pull off a cure before they actually die again. Let's go Infinity's End. Arise, Tifa. Rise from your grave. Never mind. How about now?
We still got a job to do.
There we go.
I'm still kicking.
Let's finish this shit in style.
Nothing personal.
I knew that would happen, by the way. Like, the Ascension animation would continue on until, like, after the fight was over. Happened before in our playthrough once. It was funny. Super overkill. Get badass. Oh, what's this? Forgot about this room. Heavy duty bracer. I don't know what that does. Okay, not great. Some standard shit. Ooh, banditos. We're going down. Oh shit. Overcharge. Charge him up. Barrett's the only man in the universe with a gun who will never say light him up. He'll be like, charge him up. Overcharge the fuck out of those guys. Uh-oh. 130 gil was stolen. Not good.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Due compensation. What the fuck? I forgot they say that. That's funny. Uh-oh. Get your hands off her. Focus shot you in the face. Wow, get over here. We need you. Let's finish up here real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. When that dude's lifting up Barrett, you know he's strong.
Deal with that.
Let me handle it.
Need my help, do you? Oh, you in trouble now.
Let's do this.
I got it.
Excellent.
Keep it up.
Nice.
Worked up a good sweat.
Destroyed. Open this box, because why not? Hard mode boxes.
Finally.
Bunch of ring mods out here. Okie dokie.
You're done.
Seizing the open.
Steady.
Watch yourself. All set. You're up.
That's funny. I just realized that Barrett snores when he's like asleep. The fuck? Never heard that before. Oh shit, do we not have Magnify on Cloud anymore?
You're good at this.
Who has it? Ah, Barrett. I see.
Told you so. Over there.
That a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back. Just see it with my own eyes.
Tifa.
Come on.
This whole plot line in the game is interesting, right? Of them trying to go back to Sector 7. Because, especially if you play the original game, the way that the collapse works is it looks like if...
Does it look like we can
It looks like the place has been completely totaled and there's nothing left except for debris. Which to an extent is true, but you get the impression that no one can even go back there, you know? Everything is just caved in, if you will.
Weimer! You're
Warmer.
alive!
Still in one piece?
Who else made it out?
The quest giver. He's alive.
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad.
Alright, speedrun time. Let's go. And Barrett time. I forgot we play as Barrett here for a little bit, right? Solo a whole lot of this is Barrett. I kind of like that aspect of this remake, right? How every single character gets their little moment to shine. Like you solo them individually, like Barrett over here, and then Tifa when she's like climbing those monkey bars or whatever in Shinra HQ.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other side.
Then Aerith, like in that brief moment where you're like walking with Cloud in Wall Market and he's like cross-dressed, right? And she's like, Cloud, you want to say something? It's awesome.
Sector 6 is right over there. We just need to walk a little bit longer, that's all.
Or, sorry, not at Sector 5, Wall Market. The Wall Market part with Aerith and Cloud is awesome. That works out pretty well.
That one was a lot closer.
Hello! Is there anyone out there that needs some help?
Pretty sure everyone's dead, Barrett.
My God.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't budge. Make room.
Morrow!
You're alive.
One thing I kind of didn't like about this part is how quite a few people actually made it. Right? The devastation doesn't feel as impactful as the original game. For sure. It's impactful, just not as impactful. The emotional reactions of the characters to it happening are what actually impacts you in this game, not the event itself. Like Barrett banging on the walls and being devastated over the fact that everyone might be dead is a phenomenal scene in this game. Way, way better than the original. But
maybe you should go take a look.
the casual, when it comes to like the casualties and the actual drop of the plate itself, nowhere near as impactful or terrorizing as the original game.
Then the rest.
Careful. The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
One thing I like about a lot about this scene is the fact that when you come here for the first time as Cloud in the beginning, it's playing Tifa's theme like it is here, but it's like a very peaceful and beautiful version of her theme. And now you're back here again during all this utter chaos and destruction, and it's playing like a very somber, dejected sort of version of it. That's a very cool touch.
Can you hear me? Anyone there? Hey! Hey!
Tifa.
Rip 7th Heaven.
Shit.
Hear that?
That's Wedge's cat.
What?
Let's follow it.
Why?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The cat has treasure. Ultimate materia. The cat is Sephiroth. The cat is Sephiroth in disguise. Or better yet, he's leading us to Genesis, who's gonna recite some Loveless out of nowhere. That's what this is all about. Alright, let me come down there as Barrett and bust some shit up.
Hey! We're coming down!
Here we go.
Stay right where you are! This place.
I'm very eager to fight that optional enemy down here in the underground portion.
Wedge?
The behemoth or whatever it's called. Let's see what it's like on hard mode. Although no, shit, that's a side quest, right? That you do when they're running around Sector 5 and all the different areas. So yeah, maybe we're not going to do that in that case.
Tifa! Cloud! Shout if you can hear me! Hey!
Alright, Barrett.
If there's no path,
Let's rumble. Let's rumble the dual shock controller, the dual sense with your gunfire. Which, by the way, that doesn't actually happen. Thank God. Can you imagine, like, how early on you would develop carpal tunnel syndrome or some shit if you, like, if they actually put in vibration into the controller when Barrett fired his, like, infinite ammo gun arm? It would feel cool at first, but it would get so, like, painful and, like, sore later on. Alright, let's take a nap before we continue. Let's debrief, big guy. Right, it only happens in combat. That the controller rumbles. Good thing it doesn't rumble outside. Annihilate these Shinra boxes. Down with the electric power company. Destroy my friends. Destroy their livelihoods. Destroy their lives. Destroy their property. This is for Sector 7. Love it when Barrett does that. Victory fanfare. This is the Dark Souls Soulsborne equivalent of destroying boxes just because, or urns, and rolling through them. Just because it's so satisfying. Oh, that's cool. There's actually a blast radius with focus shot. Never realized that. Thought it was intended for just one enemy. What's cool about this segment of the game, right, is that they expanded upon it with intermission. If you really think about it, when you have the individual characters to play as and their ways of interacting with the environment and stuff like that in this game, and Barrett's scene right here is a very good example of that, there isn't a whole lot that you can do. The most you can do to interact and do fun things with the environment itself and the level design of the game is like destroying boxes. And I like how Intermission took that idea and made it way more fun and engaging, right? They added so many mini games. Like, I'm not talking about like the crazy ass hard Shinobi box mini game where you have to destroy all the boxes in that soldier training program in materia production. I'm talking about where like there's this part in Intermission where you're on the platform as Yuffie, and it gives you a small mini game to play while you're on that moving platform to destroy as many boxes as you can to reap the rewards. And there's like little things like that, and like, you know, finding flyers and playing the Fort Condor mini game. I feel like I got the impression that they saw what they had with the base game and went, we want to do this but make the world more engaging. They realized that the level design is a little bit lacking in the base game, and I love that. They took every opportunity they could to take the exact same geography, the exact same levels, right? Because the levels for the most part are the same, right? In the beginning, especially if Intermission, you're going around through Sector 7 in the exact same areas where Cloud did, right? Outside of the 7th Heaven bar. But they just took every opportunity they could to spice up that level and add in things like the Fort Condor minigame and the flyers and stuff and open up new areas. And I just love it, dude. It's like Square are realizing where they're lacking with the remake and improving upon those areas as much as they can. They're trying to perfect everything as much as they can. And I love it, dude. I appreciate that so much. And I can only hope that they continue to do that going forward. But Remake Part 2 and then Part 3 and Part 4 if there are 4 parts, so you don't know. But yeah, man, it makes me really happy that they're taking the very small gripes people had with this otherwise masterpiece of a game and are just taking the opportunities, taking the opportunity to improve those in whichever way, in the various ways that they can. Sit down, doggos. Okay, maybe don't. I'm sorry I said that. Oh yeah. That's cool how he says never quit, never surrender. I hope that in Remake Part 2... Actually, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm kind of on the fence about this, but... I hope in Remake Part 2 they allow you to select who you want to control in the overworld. Right, because in this game, by default, it's Cloud. But it would be cool if you could select between characters to control when you're not in combat. But at the same time, I feel like that would take away the impact of Cloud being the main character, right?
Not going down without a fight.
So I don't know.
Gotta love it. Ain't no thing.
Uh-oh. There's a very angry bugaboo. Alright. I'm done fighting with bullets and lead. I'm gonna fight with my fists. Give you a knuckle sandwich, doggo. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Let's do SmackDown. Try some melee. Oh my god, I forgot how OP that is. We really should do that more often when enemies are staggered. I love the way he climbs in this game. The animations are sick. I'm so happy, right, that Square decided to develop this game internally, in-house, right? Like, if you look back and compare the gameplay of this game and the visuals of this game and the everything of this game to the very first gameplay trailer we got of FF7 Remake all the way back in 2015 by CyberConnect 2. Holy shit, man. I'm so goddamn happy that Square decided to move this in-house because everything looks significantly better in this version of the game, in this build of the game, where Square decided to not go with CyberConnect for the gameplay and visual stuff and do it all themselves. Like, when does that happen, right? When is it that, like, you see a trailer and the trailer looks really good and then the actual finished product looks even better, right? We're not used to that, right? Usually, and I'm looking at you, Ubisoft, right? You see the trailer, the game looks amazing, and then there's like a graphical downgrade, right? Remember people making a huge deal about that back in 2014 with the first Watch Dogs? Like, the trailer looks so much better than the actual finished product. But Square, like, played an Uno reverse card. They're like, okay, this trailer looks pretty great, right? It's all you boys back in 2015, right? This trailer looks pretty great. Now get your asses in a time machine and come to 2020 and see the actual finished game. It's so much better. Awesome, dude. Maximum Fury. So satisfying shooting as Barrett. Get you out of the picture.
Ain't got nothing on me.
This level is basically like trying to tell the player there's nothing that lead can't solve. You got a fan, just like blocking your way, just shoot it. You got a meteor coming towards the planet that's gonna wipe out the entire human race, just shoot it. Very trigger happy man. Ah, here, where rat. Punch you in the ass. Punch that rat in the ass all the way to Neptune. I don't know why I said that. That was weird. All the way to Neptune. A planet Neptune. I was trying to think of places very far away. Which, like, that leads me to, like, question what the solar system is like in the universe of FF7, right? Is it like it's gotta be like some kind of solar system with even more planets besides Gaia, right? Right here, I hope Bungenhagen kind of explains a little bit about that kind of stuff in part 2. And I hope the segment where you go into the observatory with Bungenhagen is exactly like the Shinra VR simulation you see with the history of the planet with Baird, Cloud, and Tifa in that room in Shinra HQ, which is all CG'd and beautiful. I hope they like CG it like that in part 2 when you go to Bungenhagen's observatory.
Sorry.
Alright, Barrett. Let's help Tifa. Tifa's joined the party. Hell yeah, let's kick some ass. Zangan. Shower of stars. Apparently that did nothing. We still need Barrett. Barrett, deal with those flying assholes. Thank you very much.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Alright. Gotta go find Wedge. Come on.
I like how at this point in the game they don't give a shit about Cloud. They're like, you gotta find Wedge. And then, like, none of them question where Cloud might be. But that's cool, right? I like how it makes you go, wait, what? Why aren't they talking about Cloud? Because it makes his entrance so much more badass. Because now I remember how he comes back from our last playthrough, like, just jumps in during that boss fight and completely destroys the boss. That looked cool. Dude loves to play the hero. It's his 16-year-old teenager brain trying to be the hero, right? Trying to look up to his idols and replicate them. Fantastic. Fuck, that's safe. Nothing's getting away from my lead. Infinite lead dispenser. Painful lead dispenser. That's cool. I just realized how Barrett opens the chest and just like kicks it. It's a lot like a lot like Link from The Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild, at least. Doesn't he like kick open chests like that? Wait, is there any way to get to... Ah, there is. Get to this chest right here. Bottle of ether. Useless! Give me materia, game. I hope that part 2 in NG Plus replaces all the items. And actually, like, puts in materia and stuff. If they, like, keep that same handicap of not being able to use items in NG Plus, I hope that what they do at the very least is at least swap out the items in the chests from normal mode for, like, materia and stuff. It'd be pretty cool. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Open fire. Ooh, red box. For some reason, I thought Barrett was about to like kick that little materia like a little pebble. Because I'm just used to seeing him kick open chests now.
If I gotta climb another damn ladder.
Oh, that's funny. Just like unloaded an ungodly amount of bullets into that thing and just like standing there like, puny mortal. Nothing cuts through my cutters. I'll tell you what will. Bunch of cheat traps. Ow. Very cool. Oh, oh, painful. Overpower. Fantastic. Alright, Tifa, kick some ass. Kick some mechanical ass. And Barret, keep us up. And deposit some lead in its face. Here we go. Say your prayers. No, oh god. Stop cutting me in the face. Stop cutting Tifa in the face. She already got cut across the abdomen a long time ago by Sephiroth, and it was very painful. Don't make her relive such awful memories. This is a very mean cutter. I'm gonna pray. Pray for Tifa. Keep her up. An overcharge. Alright, let's use chakra. There we go. Let's try Smackdown again. That worked out really well that one time against that dog. Nice blocks. If there's one thing to take away from the combat and intermission, right? And all those really difficult-ass VR fights. Well, no, there's really only one, right? That nightmarish fight against Bahamut and Ifrit and Pride and Joy and everything. It's that blocking is essential, right? It got me used to blocking way more. And in the wise words of Ethan Morales once in my chat, right? Man, you gotta learn to block way more in this game, to which I absolutely agree, and I'm glad that intermission hit that nail for me, man. Like, God, it just made me get like really used to blocking, especially with Brumal Dodge and stuff with Yuffie. Like, she has a lot of evasive abilities.
Probably sleeping soundly, dreaming about his guest.
We should treat him to a nice meal when he gets back. His choice.
Like, for some reason, I'm terrible at just blocking in games. I like to just dodge shit for the most part. That's why I think Yuffie was so goddamn fun to play for me, because of her Brumal Dodge ability. I think, like, besides, like, Tifa, because Tifa's my favorite character to, like, play in this game. It's, like, so much fun, right? I just love brawler classes in Final Fantasy games. I think Yuffie's probably my second favorite character. It was just so goddamn fun. Granted, the whole synergize mechanic was a big part of it, right? Being able to do those assists with Sonon was a huge part of it, but just the fact that, like, a lot of her abilities are about agility and, like, being fast and agile and shit was so goddamn fun. Like, the whole, like, there's so many gimmicks too, right? Like, throw the shuriken, and then use your jutsu to, like, summon, like, magical auras that you can toss at the enemy of, like, different elements and stuff. It was so goddamn sick. I hope that the characters get, like, more gimmicky like that in part 2 and have various little, like, nuanced abilities and shit. Like, Vincent has so much potential to be like that. Oh my god. especially since his kit, like Yuffie's, is very, very diverse, right? He can like transform into monsters. He has guns. He can do that like crazy cool like warp mist ability where he becomes his cape and like flies around the battlefield. I can't wait to see Vincent in part 2, man. I really hope that we get to play him in part 2. I'm optimistic, but I feel like this is my perspective, or this is my theory about where part 2 is going to end. I think it ends right as you meet Vincent in Nibelheim. It starts in Nibelheim during Cloud's flashback, and it ends in Nibelheim with meeting Vincent. And you don't play him until part 3. The new characters for part 2 will be, in terms of like playability, will be like Red 13 and Kate Sith, and I think that's it. We're not getting Sid until like part 3 and Vincent until part 3. But I really hope I'm wrong about that. I fucking hope I'm wrong about that. I would love to be blown away and have like a really long 7 Remake part 2 game. Like I hear a lot of, I love like theorizing about where part 2 ends with people on the internet. I've heard a lot of people say it's going to end with spoilers, Aerith's death. I've heard a lot of people say it's going to end, well, really I've heard one person say this, and it's Maximilian dude, and it's kind of an interesting concept. He says that part 2 might end where the weapons have been summoned, Cloud falls into the live stream after giving Sephiroth the black materia, and Aerith and Barret have been captured by Shinra and are about to be executed by them, right? As Shinra prepares to fire against the ultimate weapon approaching Junon. That's a really interesting / neat concept to me, because the reason I think he says the game is going to end like that is because he wants it to have like a very sullen kind of ending where the characters are at their lowest, kind of like I think he compares it to The Empire Strikes Back. And like he sees this first part as like a new hope, which is a really cool way of looking at it, right? Because it is kind of true. The way that this game ends is on a very optimistic and high note. The characters all band together. They're friendly with each other. They've got like really positive dynamics going. Cloud and Barret are becoming bros, and they all decide we're gonna go after Sephiroth. We're gonna like save the planet and stop him, right? They end this game on a very optimistic and positive note. And so if the game is to be a trilogy, what Maximilian says is that the next part should end with the characters at their lowest. That would be an amazing like plot structure for the entire trilogy of games. And the third one is where they're all triumphant and they destroy Sephiroth once and for all. And I really like that idea, but personally, like, I can't see part 2 going that long, man, because if you think about all the stuff that happens in part 2, right, there's so much. There is so much that happens in the original game between where you leave Midgar and when you eventually get to that point where Sephiroth breaks Cloud and gets the black materia and summons the meteor, right? There's so much that happens. That's like, isn't that like the end of, no, that's disc 2, right? That happens during disc 2. End of disc 1 is where Aerith dies. So yeah, that's like in an entirely other disc, and there's so much that happens in between. Like, let me see if I can remember all the events that happen, right? Right after you leave Midgar in the original. So you obviously go to you go to Chocobo Ranch, get the Chocobo, cross the marshlands, right, to get past the Basilisk or the Midgar Zalem, go through the Mithril Mines. I think that's 4 things I mentioned right there. And after the Mithril Mines, you go to Fort Condor. After Fort Condor, you go to Junon. After Junon, you cross the sea, and you get to Costa del Sol. And then from Costa del Sol, you go to Corel. And after Corel, you go to the Golden Saucer. So that's already like 10 things, I think. And Golden Saucer, after that, you go to Cosmo Canyon. Or before that, Gungaga to fucking Zack's hometown. And my god, they're already incorporating Zack into the remake, so there's going to be so much there compared to the original. Because in the original, you just stop there, fight the Turks for a bit, and continue on. But yeah, after Gungaga, you go to... yeah, then you go to Cosmo Canyon, so that's 13. And then from Cosmo Canyon, you go to Nibelheim. And that is like 14 things, right? So, here's the reason why I think the game ends in Nibelheim, right? Personally, before I go on to everything else you do before you get to the part where Maximilian thinks the second part will end. If the second game is to go by the structure of the first game, right, like with chapters, how many chapters does this game have, right? It has around, like, what, 18 to 19 chapters? right? I think that what's going to happen is I've mentioned like 14 locations, right? Up to this point, I think, if I've counted correctly. This game has like 19 to 20 chapters. So those 14 locations have to have a chapter each, but naturally there will be more chapters than there are locations in part 2 because you will be doing different things at each location, right? Kind of like in this game. So Nibelheim is the furthest I see these characters going. 14 locations, 14 plus a couple more chapters for the things you do in those areas to expand things and flesh things out and add in all the timeline and Zack stuff. I think that's the furthest we will go. And add to that the fact that thematically the game will be about Nibelheim in the past and Sephiroth's identity and character. The game starts with Nibelheim as its thesis, and as the conclusion ties back to the thesis, right? So it ends in Nibelheim. That's why I think the game ends there. But yeah, that's just the way I think it's gonna go. So let's say it goes like the way Maximilian Dude predicts it, right? Which I think is another fantastic way it could go, right? I like the idea of the characters being at their lowest at the end and part 2 ending where it does with the way he sees it. This will be, and it'll be awesome because we get more playtime and more story, right? And we got fucking Vincent and Sid and everyone in that case. So after Nibelheim, they go to like, that's 14 now. They go to Rocket Town. So that's 15. From Rocket Town, they, fuck, what did they do? Okay, they go to Wutai, right? And that's optional in the original, but now since Yuffie is obviously a main character and is no longer optional, they're gonna go from Wutai to... They're gonna have to go to Wutai. And a lot will happen there. I think we'll finally tie up the loose ends with the Dawn, right? And the Turks and Cloud and his gang will team up, which will be awesome to like save Elena and Yuffie. That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna find out more about Yuffie's backstory and her father and everything like that. And then after, so I've lost count at this point. Let's say that's like 19-ish places, right? After Wutai, they finally go to they try to go to the Temple of the Ancients, right? But that doesn't work out. They need the key, so they go back to the Golden Saucer to get the key from that dude. I forgot his name. That very eccentric dude who gives the key to Cloud, who's like wearing a Speedo at the Golden Saucer. And then after that, they finally go to the Ancients, the Temple of the Ancients, find out what Sephiroth's plan is. That's like 21 locations, or 20 locations, sorry. And from the Temple of the Ancients, number 21 would be they go to, where Aerith departs the group. They find themselves back in Gungaga, where Cloud recovers. And then they go to the City of the Ancients to track down Sephiroth and Aerith. And then Aerith dies, sadly, which is where a lot of other people think part 2 will end, which, hey, I could totally see that. You know why? Because if there is one chapter per area in part 2, like this, like not like this game, because there are multiple chapters per area here, kind of, then we mentioned 20/21-ish locations, and there are like, what, 20 locations in this game? Or 20, sorry, chapters in this game? So yeah, I could totally see that as well. Holy fuck. Yeah, I could see it ending in City of the Ancients, the end of Disc 1 of the original game, where Aerith dies. Which again, in which case we'll get all the characters. Nice. But yeah, after that they go to... After the City of the Ancients, they go to the Icicle Inn, right? Cloud goes snowboarding and all that shit. And they try to make their way to the North Crater. And then that's like location number 22, 23, somewhere in the 20s. Fuck, I don't remember at this point. That is where Sephiroth finally breaks Cloud when they get to the North Crater after Icicle Inn. After climbing those mountains, which will be epic in Remake Part 2, or 3, or 4, we don't know. And that's when he falls into the live stream, presumably, and Meteor is summoned, and Tifa and Barret are captured. So this is where he believes Part 2 will end. So that's a lot of stuff, man, between Midgar and there. Especially if you're to believe that they're going to expand upon everything, which they absolutely will, right? The whole point of this remake is to expand and add in new plot elements and change things up from the original. The whole game is about defying destiny and changing things up. So if it does end there, that's phenomenal. Especially if they don't gloss over things and give every single beat from the original the attention and expansion it deserves. that game will be a 15, 20, 30 out of 10 masterpiece game of the year contender easily. And I hope that's what happens. But if I'm realistically, that's just like really, really hoping, you know. But if I'm being realistic, I think it'll end somewhere around like Nibelheim or Temple of the Ancients, or sorry, City of the Ancients, where Aerith dies. Either before meeting Vincent or before Aerith dies is what I think. But I'm banking more on before you meet Vincent, because I do think Square are gonna not make this a trilogy and split it up as much as they can. But we'll see, you know? Who knows? Anyway, that was fun to talk about. That was really fun. Sorry for the whole distraction there, but I just love talking FF7 and theories and what's gonna happen and whatnot. It's just makes me feel all warm and happy inside. Just talking about this game existing.
He's okay.
Gotta turn my AC on. It's getting kind of hot.
Making me worry like that. I'd kick your ass if you didn't look like shit. Thank God.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
You know, I just realized... I just realized... I don't think you ever see a domesticated dog in 7 Remake. I mean, yeah, obviously there's Red 13, right? But he doesn't count. He's like an actual... He's not a dog. He's... Sure, he might be a part of the canine dog family in terms of what he is. But in terms of an actual real-world domesticated German Shepherd, Pug type, whatever dog, we never see any, right? It's only cats. It's kind of interesting. Cats are man's best friend. Even in the original, there are a lot of cats, but the one time you see a dog is in Medial, I think. Where Tifa like finds a dog there and she pets it and plays with it a bit before she finds Cloud in that hospital. It's like the only time in the original you actually come across a dog. And in Nibelheim. Near the water tower, when you go there, there's like a crying dog. Anyway, let's fucking wreck these abominations. Push you to infinity. Can we seriously just like one-shot a bunch of them or something? Oh, this is so satisfying, just like beating the hell out of them with splash damage with my fists. All in a crowd as Tifa. That's cool.
Of course there's more.
You could?
Where do you think you're going? All right. Okay, Barrett. You know what to do. Let's pour out the lead. Hell yeah. Got a whole heap of lead with your name on it. I love the dialogue in combat. The one-liners and the banter and shit. Ow. Nothing but a scratch. Whoops. What? The fuck? What do we do here again? Oh. Duh. Only part in the game where you have to go somewhere during combat. And kind of wonky. That's cool. See, that's what we need in part 2. The whole synergized thing between Yuffie and Sonin in intermission is what Barret and Tifa did right there. They like synergized and did a little like combo thing or assist thing. Failed experiment. Going down, failed experiment. Kick you in the face. Ow, maybe not. Ooh, a weakness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're kind of low here. See if I don't die. Good shit. Oh my god. Not good. Not good. Okay, Barret. I need you to stay alive, man. No! That always happens, doesn't it? As soon as we, like, trigger the cure.
Good to go?
Alright. We're gonna need you, big guy. Who do we have here? Fat Chocobo? Alright. Guess we gotta call him out. Just like our first playthrough, right? I'm pretty sure we used Fat Chocobo here last time, too. And he actually ended up, like, carrying the fight for us. Alright, you failed experiment. Pick on someone your own size. He's honestly the most fitting summon to, like, put here. It's like some Godzilla versus Kong shit right here, right now. Alright, let's do, bombs away on these dudes. Little dudes right here. Kill as many as we can. Oh shit, are they weak against... they're weak against, physicals. Yeah, fuck the little guys.
This guy really wants to see us dead.
Greg?
Go to town on this thing. Hell yeah, bring it on. Yeah. Fuck on this.
Nice. At least he got one summon ability in before Fat Chocobo's dramatic exit and finale. Alright, Fat Chocobo. Time for the grand finale, big guy. Squash his head. Sit that ass down. That was big. Most underrated summon. The true hero of the fight. go. Oh, no. Oh, God. Unlucky. Let's try that again, buddy. No! Okay, nice, nice, nice. Sick. That was actually so lucky. The cure worked after she reprieved. She uses this more often, right? Haste. Oh yeah? Gonna pay for that one. That's funny, he just clipped to the ground. No, what the fuck? What? No way, our limit break glitched out. Targeted the wrong thing. Unlucky. Ah, fuck. No, dude. It's all good. Stay away from that. Oh. Okay, nice. Barrett's running low on MP. That's not good. Oh, Tifa, where are you going? Focus on the big guy. Here we go. Okay, sick. Sick, sick, sick. You have Dolphin thingy-majobber. Bring out the dolphins. The secret summon. Nice. Good shit. The power of dolphins. Last time it was Fat Chocobo. This time it was the dolphins that saved us here. I love it. Hey. Here's the main course. Some good old-fashioned Buster Sword Steel. I love the way they synergize here. In the cutscene. Synergizing before it was even cool.
So how'd you manage to track us down?
Followed the trail of bullet holes. There's nobody else I know who can leave that kind of mess.
So this next part here is very, very interesting. And I have my own theory as to what is happening. Upon thinking about the scene quite a bit, I really like it.
Were those?
Especially with the theory I came up with for it.
Yeah. That's the Shinra I know.
Cloud?
So the Whispers show up just as he's about to go in there. And he has a flash of him being one of those people inside one of those tanks. So here's what's happening in my opinion, and from my perspective and theory. Here's what's happening. Cloud, and we talked a little bit about this on our last playthrough. Cloud, I think, would have gotten answers as to who he is and what happened to him, and would have rectified a few of his inconsistencies, or maybe even all of them in his memories, if he had gone in there. And as we know, Cloud regaining his identity and memories is what leads him to eventually stopping Sephiroth in the end. Except he does it way... He attempts to do it way early on over here, right? Or not attempts, but he takes the steps towards it inadvertently ending up happening to him. And the Whispers obviously don't want that because Cloud isn't supposed to recollect who he is until much later in the original game. And the Whispers are trying to keep the events of the original the same. So they're like, nope, nope, nope. Get out of here. Nothing to see here for you, buddy. That's what I like to think is happening in my headcanon. Like, I'm not even sure. It's so clear to me that's what's happening that, like, I'm not even sure if it's really a theory. Like, I'm curious what other people think of that scene right there.
I want you to take Wedge back for me. I'm gonna look around for the others. He made it, didn't he? They could still be alive.
I saw them both at the pillar. Jesse and Biggs. Saw how bad they were hurt. I'm sorry, but...
Don't.
They've returned to the planet.
They were supposed to return to us. But if we stop now, they'll never let us live it down. So, we carry that weight.
Love the way in which the music changes to accompany the emotions that are going through the characters in their dialogue, right?
But truly,
it starts off with a sad version of the Avalanche theme when Barrett's talking about or thinking about Jesse and Biggs, and then it starts to get hopeful and crescendos a little bit towards the end to show that no, we're not going to let their deaths be in vain. So cool.
Elmira, I know what you said, but you have to let us go after Aerith.
Not this again.
We found an underground Shinra lab, where they've done human testing. This wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists. Especially to that son of a bitch, Hojo. We're all just numbers and meat to him. But...
Please, I need some time to think. You've all had a long day. Why don't you go upstairs and get some rest?
That's such a badass way to sleep. Just resting your back against a wall with your big ass berserk sword next to you. Buster sword just chilling there on the side. So cool. Let me go up here again. Get a nice view of the gardens beneath us. Before we pursue Aerith, or pursue Hojo to get Aerith back, rather. So beautiful. You know what this reminds me a lot of if this one game were to ever be remade? It reminds you of the Flower City of Donau in Legend of Dragoon. if they were ever to remake that game, which, God, I hope so, and I hope I'm alive when they do, I would love, absolutely love, for the reimagining of that location to look something like this. Obviously a lot cleaner since we're in the middle of some dilapidated slums right now, but just these slivers of beauty here, right? Like the beautiful flowers and vegetation and everything of the secluded valley where Aerith's house is. Those parts to be accentuated in the Legend of Dragoon remake and the flowered city of Donau or whatever it's called. That would be beautiful. I hope I live to see the day when they remake that game. I hope it happens, man. It's one game I want remade after 7 remake. I don't care about any of the other Final Fantasy games getting a remake. 9 would be really, really nice, or Tactics. Especially if they did like a simple pixel remaster, like FFs 1 through 3 for Tactics. I'd be fine with that. But really, besides 7, the only one I would think that I'd want a remake of is 9. But even then, like, 9 is just beautiful as it is, especially if you use the Moguri mod for it and play it on PC, which makes the game look like a nice reimagining slash remaster. You'd be totally content with the game and not go, I wish this game got like an HD modern gen remake, even though I would love to see something like that. But the one game I absolutely want to see be done is Legend of Dragoon, because here's the thing, it's not about making that game look and feel like a modern gen game like the way that Remake is, right? It's not about that to me. Sure it is, like, that is a big part of it, but what it's mainly about is trying to get the game into the mainstream, because it is a fantastic game with a fantastic story, right? Like, the plot of the game is masterful, right? It is the embodiment of the hero's journey. The pacing of the game is fantastic. The journey that the hero Dart goes through in that game is just legendary, and it's such a shame that it didn't get the recognition that it deserved when it came out. Which understandably so, right? Because it tried to compete against the behemoths that were 7 and 9 at the time, 7, 8, and 9 Final Fantasy games. But I would like to see it remade and for it to come into the mainstream light and for it to not be a very unheard of and unpopular game like it is right now, you know? Like, I would like for it to lose its niche status and for more people to experience the beautiful story in a modern light. Alright, so we're getting the Tifa resolution scene again. Which, doesn't matter how many times I witness a scene, man, it never fails to get to me. It's so perfect. It's so canon. This is the definitive resolution scene in my head canon. The one between Cloud and Tifa. Story's always been about these two.
No. You too?
I heard footsteps.
Sorry. Didn't mean to wake you.
I'm a light sleeper. It's a soldier thing.
That flower you gave me the other night, that was from Aerith, wasn't it? I knew there was something weird going on. You buying flowers? They symbolize reunion, believe it or not. I was curious, so I looked it up. I tried to keep it alive as long as I could. But now, it's dead and buried. Like the bar. Our home. And everything else. They took everything from us. Again.
Man, Tifa's voice actress killed it. She did such a phenomenal job. Fuck, such a good scene, man. Jesus Christ.
Cloud. Cloud, you're hurting me. It's stupid. I know that crying's a waste of time.
That's not true.
Thank you.
This is hands down the best resolution scene in the game.
You've done
It is
more
the
for us than you
definitive
deserve.
resolution scene.
I won't forget
It sums
this.
up a major theme of the
If you ever need
game.
anything, all you gotta do
It
is
sheds so
holler.
much light on like the relationship
Happy
between
to help
Cloud and
out,
Tifa and
however
Tifa's
I
character and how
Elmira.
she just doesn't want to lose him,
I've
right?
been thinking
She
about
talks
what
about
you
the
said.
bar, her home, everything that they've lost in the past. She doesn't want to lose him too. Because
calling out to
FF7
me.
is about loss and
I can feel
reunion,
it.
right?
We all can.
You lose things, but then
So
through
please.
your friends, you find things.
She's our friend.
And that scene
We
sums
have
it
to
up
help her.
beautifully. Every single character in this game has lost something near and dear to them.
I always knew it was coming. Knew that one day I'd have to say
But they
goodbye to
find
my
each
baby
other.
girl. But not yet.
And
Please, bring her back to
that
me.
brings them comfort and peace. That is what the original and this game is all about.
Daddy!
Marlene.
Like they're not the major themes, granted, but they're very important ones. Major themes are like life, right? Nature, importance of protecting it,
I'm sorry, honey.
identity.
I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could be with you all the time.
But loss and
I really do.
reunion. This game makes
But
it
if I
very
stay
clear
here,
that they're
I
two
can't
very
fight
big
out
ones as
there.
well.
Some bad people are trying to hurt the planet. And Daddy and his friends are trying to stop those bad people. The slums, your friends, the whole planet. It's Daddy's job to protect it.
This scene is so cute. Oh my gosh.
And that's why I've got to go. You remember that nice girl who came to find you? Well, now we have to go find her. And when we bring her home, you need to say thank you, okay?
Okay. That girl, she was kinda...
What?
nothing. You should help her.
God, man, this
We
part of
will.
the song really gets to me. Where they like subtly infuse Barrett's theme in a very beautiful light into this scene.
Right?
Of course, I promise.
Okay. You can go.
Like, how do they do that? Right? How do they make Barrett's theme sound so like beautiful and heartwarming and touching and familial and change it from its very
She's tougher than me.
upbeat, like trigger happy nature to like this? It's
All right, time to get some payback.
phenomenal.
Don't forget why we're doing this.
I know. To rescue Aerith.
Fucking badass. The way he puts on his shades and they're like, we're gonna do this. Let's fucking kick Shinra's
The
ass.
trains still aren't running.
Well, we could walk along the tracks.
The city's on high alert. All the roads and public transit have probably been locked down by now.
So what's the plan then? You know another way up?
No, but I think I know someone who might.
You mean Corneo?
No, not this part of the game. Like, right after like one of the greatest fucking amazing parts of the game, you unfortunately come to the weakest part of this otherwise fantastic, masterful game. Right, which is a return to the sewers and fucking god damn it, what's his name? I always forget. Leslie? He has so much like compilation character DNA in him, and like, and that's not a compliment. Like he reminds me of a character they'd introduced in the compilation, like fucking Genesis or Angeal or some shit that aren't like super interesting or compelling. He's cool, right? Like I like Angeal and Genesis, but I just don't think that they mean shit. And Leslie is like that, and this whole chapter is about Leslie. And going back to the sewers, why, like, out of all the padding in this game, this is probably the worst, right? Most of the padding is good padding. Pacing is pretty good for the most part. But this is where it kind of highlights the pacing as being a bit of a flaw with the game.
Damn, man. Knew we couldn't trust Wu-Tai to leave us alone. It's the reactors. They want them, we got them.
Does this mean there'll be another war?
After what they've done, what choice do we have?
5 gil apiece. Cough it up. The truth ain't free, you know.
We ain't no damn pawns of Wu-Tai. I couldn't care less about the rest, but that shit...
No one will listen to us. There's no point in even trying. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tifa, listen. There's no room in this for regrets or what-ifs or any of that. All we can do is keep moving forward, keep following this path we chose. Wherever, so we can say we did all we could.
I know. But right now, instead of looking forward, you need to look around. Everyone here is terrified. So I'm asking you, don't.
Fucking love that interaction.
But let's try to help out wherever we can.
Absolutely love the character interactions in this game. Even the little ones like those, because they communicate to you so much about the characters and what they represent, and they execute that perfectly, right? Like, if you really want to like kind of sum it up, Barrett is the person who makes the choice for the greater good, the choice for the planet, the choice that is in the planet and the health of the planet's best interest. And Tifa, while she wants to do that as well, first and foremost always makes the human choice. Like, what will benefit the people around our characters the most? What will keep the people around our characters the safest? Barrett cares about that too, but for him, that's an afterthought. Tifa, like Barrett, cares about protecting the planet, but for her, that's an afterthought. So they kind of like intertwine in their interests and also like diverge in their interests a little bit too. And that scene sums it up perfectly, right? Because Barrett essentially wants to spill the truth to everyone about who they are and what their mission is and do all this shit for the greater good of the planet, right? But he doesn't for 1 second stop to think about the consequences of doing that for the people around him, right? And Tifa has to like pull him back from doing that and suggest that these people, look, they're terrified, right? We can't do this shit because we're gonna make a situation for these people that is bad, that is already pretty bad, even worse. And so Barrett, whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't. And I love that about like these characters, right? And the fact that it's communicated so well in the remake, like the fact that Tifa is scared of collateral damage. She wants to protect the planet and save it and stop Shinra, but she doesn't want people to get hurt. Meanwhile, Barrett is so tunnel visioned on doing that he doesn't really care too much about what happens to the people around him. Well, he does, but it's an afterthought. And I think the way that this game is written and the way the characters express their traits and what their ideals are and everything is just superb. It's just done so well. That's a really good example of that right there.
He told me who you are. Said you're a merc and a former soldier at that. Listen, I hate to ask, but we got a few runaway birds. Mind helping us find them? Poor things were so startled by that plate coming down.
Oh, skip all this.
Worried about them, huh?
Oh, there's 3 missing. They'll come on home once they got some food in them.
Yeah, so we can skip this entire thing. Hooray, we don't need to do any side quests. There we go. Wall Market entrance. That's right. Had a bit of a brain freeze. I'm like, where are we going again? Oh, sure. We got to go to Corneo's mansion to hightail it to the sewers. For the fast travel music. I have a sneaking suspicion that they didn't need to include that brief loading screen there because of the insane load times of the PS5. But they did anyway, just so we could hear that rad chocobo fast travel music for a split brief second.
I saw a public security team waltz right into Corneo's mansion. See all those Shinra troopers?
Wait, I just missed that. Were Tifa and Barrett trying to egg Cloud on to do some side quests right there? And he's like, and Cloud's like, don't recall? Or does he always say that? I'm not sure what they said there. That would be funny if that's the case. Because we're just like saying nope to all these side quests. Pretend they don't exist. Speed run time, any percent. Ooh. The lighting here in this entrance looks cool as fuck. For all the flack I kind of give the daytime lighting in the game because it does look great, mind you, but I'm not a huge fan of the way it overexposes the characters' faces and the models a little bit too much. And that's why I always say that nighttime in the game looks the best. This scene looks pretty damn remarkable, this little area right here. The way the light kind of seeps through the beam over there is very cool. Alright, Leslie. Get your ass out here. Let's get this over with. Filler episode.
Long time no see. What brings you back here?
Well, we need to find a way to get topside as quickly as possible. And we figured Corneo ought to know one.
Like, what the fuck? What even is this dude's character design?
In that case, I can help.
You serious? Then tell us.
Follow me.
He just feels like... See, my gripe with Leslie is he feels so out of place with the story. I think he could have been a more interesting character, and he still has so much potential, right? I don't want to, like, immediately dismiss him as garbage as a character in the game. Because we're definitely going to see him again in part 2 and see the whole plot line with his lover gone missing way more explored and, like, delved into and whatnot. But...
So, what's the deal with the hole?
It's executed badly in this game.
If you three give me a hand with it, I'll give you what you need to get topside.
You want us to go back into the sewers with you?
That's why.
What's down there?
Tifa summed it up like, what the fuck? We're going back in the sewers?
That's where I'm headed.
You're not gonna try to screw us over, are you?
If that's what you think,
they should have just
I'll find somebody else
stopped like the Don Corneo's plotline as soon as he dropped us into the sewers in this game. Like, that's the last we should have ever seen of him.
All right.
Just like the original.
We're in.
Say what?
It's kind of weird that they put this entire part of the game in.
Dies.
Fine by me.
He means it.
I'll tell you more after we've climbed down. When you're good to go, let me know.
Let's look around Corneo's room a little. Kind of cool. I love how closely it resembles the room from the original game. Love how he has a Leviathan back there, because he's from Wutai, right? This whole place is just all Wutaian architecture and artifacts.
You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I guess.
Seriously, what's the deal with the hole?
It's a trap for the Don's enemies.
What?
No one's ever gotten out alive. Well, until recently, that is.
That's right. Get out from anywhere, even the fucking live stream. Eventually. after getting out of the live stream, right, there's nowhere that Cloud can get out of. Literally falls into the core of the goddamn planet. And Tifa pulls him out.
You are gonna hold
like
up
the
your end of
badass
the
she
bargain,
is.
right?
Long as you hold up yours. Yeah.
I don't trust you and I don't like you.
Thank you, Barrett.
So if you so much as breathe in a suspicious way, I'll turn that face of yours into a honeycomb.
Couldn't agree more.
I'd save your bullets for the monsters if I were you. Some are a lot tougher than you'd think. Hate to say it, but I can barely take them on my own. You, on the other hand, shouldn't have any trouble. Am I right?
Let's get this over with.
Dun, 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 sewer music. Here we go. It's okay though, like it's not terrible, right? It's just such a small little blip of a flaw with the game, the whole return to the sewers part.
Head for the trunk line. It marks the border with Sector 7.
At least, right? The chapters before this and after this, especially the ones immediately before and after that come right before and right after this one, are phenomenal. Right, like the chapter we just finished was amazing. Where you find out about the ancients and the Cetra and the resolution scene with Cloud and Tifa and the stuff with Barrett. Fantastic. And then the chapter after this, also fantastic, where you ascend to Shinra Tower and then you go into Shinra HQ. Some of the best parts of the whole damn game. So I can't be too mad.
This won't take long.
Not at all.
Where are you at, Sahagin? Sick.
Was never in doubt.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I say all the time. I was born ready. Oh, Barrett and I are like on the same wavelength most of the time with our one-liners and shit. Oh.
Taking over.
Sweet.
We make a decent team.
Keep everyone alive. Thank you very much, big guy.
Let's finish this. So long. Now's our chance.
Seizing the opening. Take that.
Bring it.
Yes, it's my turn. I'm counting on you.
You're mine. Take him down.
Time to end this. Damn it. Now's our chance.
This is now.
Enough. Get ready. Enough.
Nice. Interesting how that one enemy was immune to bullets.
Let's go.
overdo it.
All set.
Oh no, shit. Let's see if I got transformed into a frog. I realize that. Alright, let's go Smackdown. Scissor Claw A. Sick.
I won't give up. Not looking good. Get ready.
Punisher mode is not it, Chief. Oh shit, Cloud and Tifa are both frogs? What the fuck? Okay, huge.
I got this.
You're right with you, you little shit. Oh no, it was immune. Mooney. Let's try crap. Cloud had prey too.
Don't stop now.
Easy.
Nothing to it.
Okie dokie. Some MP for Barrett would be nice. Using a lot of Kyuragas.
Like you ever do.
Never heard that one before. Show him no mercy, then Cloud goes like you ever did.
You're up. All set.
Uh-oh. Okay, that was huge. My god.
Finish him off. Get in there.
Sick. That was awesome. It's so satisfying, right? When like all the enemies are staggered and you have so much ATB with your characters to like do some devastating damage in this game. I love the combat mechanics.
Take him out. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, you too.
Wholesome. Yeah, this is where the character interactions start getting really, really good, and I like them a lot. Where Cloud and Barrett specifically start.
The mark of avalanche. Right. Jesse and Big stashed a skeleton key down here.
That's really skeleton key.
I never
Yeah, when
got
like
the
Cloud and
chance
Barrett
to
start
thank
like
you
keeping
for
each
what
other
you
up
did.
and like saying positive shit instead of trash talking.
Let's just keep moving, okay?
Hate to interrupt, but the trunk line's just through that door. The one over there.
Yeah, we heard you.
Thanks for nothing, Leslie.
Made it. About time.
This way. There should be a door with Corneo's mark on it around here somewhere.
I'd like to slash some boxes first. Damn you, Chadley, making me run so slow. Or Chadley, Leslie. I love how I accidentally said Chadley because he's another really annoying character in the game.
Hey, wasn't this locked before?
Your time to shine. Clear the path ahead, would you?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? Why did you help us out before?
Andrea,
That really it?
I couldn't bring myself to let it happen again.
Huh?
It doesn't matter.
Skip this.
Okay, let's go.
You're going in. Keep it up.
Nice.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Wait.
You would say that.
We're getting close to Corneo's hideout.
Getting back here? Nope.
From here on, I'll take the lead.
Whatever you say, Leslie. I realized that the annoying characters in this game's names that rhymed. Irritable rhymes. Their names all end with E, right? Leslie or Lee. Like Leslie, Chadley. Remake Part 2. Please don't introduce a dude named Bradley and make him really annoying as well. Or can Bradley finally be the chosen one who breaks the curse of having a name that ends with Lee in 7 Remake? Breaks the curse of being a really annoying Lee character. Bradley the savior.
This it?
Yeah. So how are we supposed to get topside?
Through here.
Then you're telling me we're not done?
Sorry, guys, but it's not that simple.
Of course it is. Just let's go to Shinra HQ. Fuck this shit with the Dawn and your backstory. Nobody cares about you, Leslie. Oh my god, this part is so...
He took the key to the door.
This is the icing on the cake for the shittiness that is this chapter. The fact that you have to, like, chase down a little fucking rat.
Fast and whip that way.
I love how they play like the most intense music of the game too, like the music when they're like on the train and getting like scanned for their IDs and they've been had or they've been made. For like a freaking rat chase.
Deal with that.
Yeah, we're gonna need some range on these guys.
Check out this shit right here. Bring it home.
Take it over.
Let's go. Hang in there.
About damn time. You're up.
Let's do this.
Go for this guy.
It's on you.
I got this. Good luck.
Need my help, do you?
Uh-oh. Wow, don't die, I need you! Stop being your best friend's living legacy, or... You gotta continue to be your best friend's living legacy, that's what I meant to say. Well, stop being his living legacy.
Try this.
Ah, fuck.
Guess it's my turn.
It is your turn, Barrett. Carry this as always. Never mind. You guys are being a real pain in the ass. frick. Here we go.
Deal with that.
No way. No, dude. Fuck. Don't tell me you're all frogs. Unfortunate. Hey, Tifa's got to carry this shit now. Come on.
Let's do this right. Gotcha. Not throwing in the towel. Go in. Give him your all.
Fuck, dude.
Let's pour on the pain.
Might try to bear it. He's a frog.
See ya. It's over.
Ooh, the clutch. Thank God they were all so low.
Where the hell did that thing run off to?
I hate that fucking frog ability so much. That these turtle men have. The Sahagin men or whatever.
Area up ahead. It's that big step. Keep your eyes peeled. Know when your friends are gonna pop up.
Okay. Put this here, because why not?
And then some. Brace yourself.
I forgot these things are called Abzu shots. That's what we realized in the last playthrough. They're like offspring of like Abzu or some shit. Abzu Juniors. It's funny. Let's go. Oh, you're ugly. The wise words of Geralt of Rivia. Twitcher.
Take the lead.
I got it. Take that. You're up. Let's go.
Here we go. Ow. Whatever, you still kicked your ass, Abzu Shote. Abzu Jr. Super Saiyan 2, Cloud defeating the Cell Juniors here. Oh wait, wrong anime. I love how if like Cloud like made his way into DBZ somehow. Through like some kind of fucking device like in tactics that allows him to travel through like the space-time continuum and just make his way over to the Tactics universe. Although if he just made his way over to like the DBZ universe, he'd be like a regular fucking Saiyan character with like Super Saiyan hair. Get out of here, fool. Oh no, Barrett got transformed.
Don't overdo it.
I got this. There. You want
Hang back.
I'm not going out like this.
That's right, Tifa, you're not coming out like this, but I am. Fuck. No.
Just hang on. I'm coming.
Cloud, I got you. Want to reverse that promise
Shake it
you
off.
made to me a long time ago. Fuck.
That it?
I've got you covered. There.
Nice. Finally, Barrett's back in the game. Get out of here, fool. Wait, what? What the hell happened to that focus shot? They're still getting used to his kid after being a frog for so long.
Sure thing, Coach.
Here we go. God damn, these Sagan turtle men. Need to chill the fuck out.
Turn up the pressure.
Let me handle this.
Need my help, do you? Bring it home.
Let's do this.
All set.
Come on.
Damn it!
The fuck?
It's on you.
Watch and learn.
I got this. So long.
Bring it on.
Here it comes. It's on you.
Let me handle this. There.
Sweet.
Need my help, do you? Want some more? Bring it in heat. Don't look now, but it's about to get real.
Enough. Take him down.
Time to end this.
Oh, huge. That cheat trap destroyed that thing. My god.
Finish him off. Get in there.
Oh shit, wrong thing. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. We never even use Steel Skin or the other thing, Lifesaver for Barrett that much. Maybe we should be using those more often. I forget what they do. He takes like less damage, or sorry, less yeah, less damage for less damage output or something like that.
I'm not gonna hurt
More defense for less damage.
you. Just stays.
Son of a bitch. Get back here. Get my keys back. I want to go to Shinra HQ. It's like, as soon as I said that, Cloud just goes to sleep like he's complaining. I don't want to go to Shinra HQ.
Hang back.
I'll take over.
No fucking way. Okay.
My turn. You're done.
Okay, that's one. No, don't turn me into a frog, you asshole.
Going in.
Of course you're still asleep.
Leave it to me.
Come on, Cloud, rise to infinity, buddy.
We'll get through this. Gotta be slow.
Oh, nice. That was a perfect sequence of events, actually. Managed to heal Tifa and then, like, increase the stagger bonus, too. That was sick. Fantastic.
Let's go.
Let's mosey. Can't wait to hear him say that in Remake Part
Take the right.
19.
I'm on it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Rat boy.
Why are we walking? Just throw your sword at it.
Just like his owner.
And there's Leslie, the bumbling fool. Can't even catch a rat. No wonder you couldn't catch your loved one when they were being whatever the hell by Don Corneo. I forget what his backstory even is. No matter how many times I play the game.
All set.
Watch it
There's no escape. Go in. Heads up. Watch yourself.
Let's do this. Try this. Here it comes. Try this.
Man, Focus Thrust is like one of the best abilities in the game. It just staggers everyone so easily, right?
Don't stop now.
Seizing the opening.
Sick. Does a lot of damage. Or we're taking a lot of damage too. Fuck. Good.
I got you. Deal with that.
All set. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. There.
What the hell? Is it holding a bunch of weights? I just realized that. What the heck? That's funny. That is so funny. These things are holding weights. Doing a bunch of weightlifting and shit while fighting us. What is going on here? Is this some more hard mode shit? No more, This is another one of the gimmicks the enemies have that they don't have in normal mode.
Bring it on. Hang in there.
Hang back.
Fight's not over yet.
Gosh darn. Tifa, stop flying around everywhere. No, Tifa, don't die. Just because I told you not to fly around everywhere doesn't mean I want you to die. Okay, sick.
Gotta get from here.
Okay, let's go. Watch yourself.
There we go. Easy. Oh, magic powder. What is this, Link's Awakening?
That's...
Give it back.
This isn't right. That was ours.
That's not a key.
Great, so now not only is Leslie annoying, dude's trying to like
Sorry.
emulate fucking Kazuhira Miller out here.
That's not your pendant either. Were they family?
No.
It was all just a dream,
Oh, let's try this here too. Oh, we can't photo mode it? Fuck.
wasn't it?
I wanted to try restore color to the sepia cutscene.
One day,
Kind of like with the Aerith and her... Ilfana, that's your mother's name,
I
right?
wake up
Flashback?
and forget.
That was cool how we could do that. Got the screenshot. I'm gonna post it to my Twitter after the stream tonight. A cool screenshot we got where we restored color
6
to
months
that
ago.
cutscene.
On that day, Corneo picked her as a bride, and on the next, she vanished without a trace. But before she did, she gave it back. Salt on the wound. Thing cost me a small fortune.
Why did you want to come down here?
Revenge.
Revenge is a fool's game.
I know I need to let go, but I can't.
You know what's not a fool's game? Letting us get out of this chapter.
Because without it, I'll never be able to move on.
It's fine. As long as you get us topside, we're still in.
Thanks. And don't worry. I got you.
You all right?
That's cool. When Barrett says you all right, that means you're all right. Got the Barrett seal of approval. Not for me though. Sorry, Barrett. This is the only time I'm gonna disagree with you, buddy. Only time. God damn, that Kuraga sound is so fucking loud. That's out of combat.
That twisted piece of shit. I'm gonna enjoy beating him to a pulp.
Corneo's mine, and mine alone.
Huh?
What does this do?
Fine.
Oh, true, the stash. I don't think we need to do that this time. Like, is there... What did we get last time from Corneo's stash? On normal mode. Well, let's just go see real quick. Just to be certain, to be safe. I like didn't miss anything too important there. Because if we can get like a dupe of some really good accessory or some shit, or like materia from normal mode, like magnify, something crazy like that, that would be hella appreciated. Oh no, not this way. Looks to be that grayed out area. Oh, sure, we don't have the key to the stash. We get it from that side quest. Fuck, I forgot. Ooh, a chest here. And protective boots. Nice. Protect yourself from all the diseases in this fucking decrepit place. Make sure you don't accidentally step on a needle here. That would be bad. Imagine all the used needles just lying around fucking sewers here beneath the Undercity. Damn. That's something worse than Mako poisoning. Ooh, I can appreciate that. Mako Shard MP. Big help. Down, down. Ooh. Oh, I forgot there's this classical version of the chase theme at Dark Expressway. We have it. Like, damn, what's the CD we're missing, man? I'm gonna have to find out after this playthrough. And turn on my AC here. Getting chilly. Not the spicy kind. Dun 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 dun. I hope they keep this in part 2, like the vending machines that play themes from the OG and the remake in these like different genres.
It's Leslie! Got some urgent info for the Don!
Come alone?
Of course.
Really? Without my little avalanche kittens? I thought I told you to round them up and bring them to me.
Actually, it's them I came to talk about.
This shit is so dumb. Are you fucking kidding me? This is so frustrating. So frustrating. Like, how is it? It's so stupid.
I need to remind you why I'm down.
But you just have to pull the trigger, buddy. You're just like hesitated for no reason. Like, nobody just grabs your arm like that when they have a gun pointed to their head and like makes it.
Now I'm on Shinra's shit list. The plate stunt was meant to be an unprecedented tragedy, claiming countless innocent lives. But those naughty little kittens organized an evacuation and screwed up the plan. I'll let you in on a secret. Shinra is going to abandon Midgar and build something close to paradise.
Neo Midgar.
I'm excited to be a part of it. Dawn of a new and improved.
It's interesting to me how like deluded Shinra is, right? They're so delusional to the point where they don't bother to fact check whether or not the promised land is even real. It's like hearing mermaids are real and then deciding to like build Atlantis down there or some shit for like mermaids, you know? That's the equivalent of like what this shit is. They're trying to build a promised land for everyone where they just heard like a legend about them existing.
Villains like us only divulge our evil plans in a certain situation. But what is that situation?
When you think you've already won.
Goodbye.
Think again, Dawn.
Nope, 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 no blood and gore allowed in this game. Rated T for teen, bitch. Cloud's coming in with that hard rating for the game. Trying to enforce the rating.
Don't try to bullshit us.
But that's the thing. It's not technically bullshit when it's true.
It's funny when the Dawn says bullshit. The character swearing in this game is so like jarring because but it's like in the best way possible.
Good, Abzu. Feel free to play with your food. Dawn out.
Don Corneo's awesome here. Dawn out. He just fucking dips.
First him, then Corneo.
And then Leslie, please. Oh god. Oh. Abzu, don't eat us. Eat Leslie. Dude's a dead weight. Oh, yeah.
You're done.
I've killed your children, Abzu. Now I come for you. And I shall ascend. Some everything we've got. Okay. Oh, not this attack. Dude, summon the sewer water attack. Oh, that was an epic fail. Okay. Damn, we're getting our fucking limit break back so fast with Cloud. Holy shit, what is happening?
Nothing personal.
JK. That was super personal. Such a sick limit break. Hell yeah. Uh-oh.
Keep it up. Strike hard and
Ow. Ah. Nothing but a scratch. It's like a lot more than that to take me down. Barret doesn't go down easy. Bitch. Okay, maybe he does. Oh god. Barrett, don't die. Need you. Oh shit. Fuck.
Watch this.
Time to end this. Heads up. Face them. Every little bit. There, let's pour out the pain.
Oh, nice. Thank God that actually triggered. 'Cause sometimes you like cast the cure, then you get knocked away, and then it doesn't work. Okay.
Seizing the opening. Bring it. Gotcha. Take that. There.
Nice. No, Papa! Oh, fuck. I was actually mad we killed his kids. Wants revenge. Oh boy, we're getting some massive frame drops right now. Jesus! What is happening to the stream? Okay. Looks like we're stable again. Okay. For a second, we just had like a massive bitrate spike.
Give it your all. There's Damn it.
Nice. Catastrophe time. On Abzu. Let's go. Unleash hell. Excellent, dude. And we are going to stop his ass while he's staggered. Oh, wait, he's not staggered? Oh, shit. No way. Oh, it was a little guy, I guess. Uh-oh.
Let's dance, asshole.
Let's fucking dance, Abzu. Show me your moves. Show me your honeybee and moves. Ah, shit, we don't have a rise on either of them? Okay. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, no.
We gotta switch it out. Great.
This is bad. Okay, thank God we actually missed all of that. Oh, fuck. No, Tifa. God damn it. Get up and use a woman and don't die. Please.
Gonna teach you a lesson.
Hell yeah, teach him a lesson. Hell yeah, let's go. Holy fuck, this is such an insane limit break. This will be like the second boss fight we've won this playthrough in a row with Tifa's dolphin kick. Actually nuts. I'm going to assume we can just rest on a bench here. Not gonna waste Kiraga.
You okay?
Where's Corneo?
Sorry, bastard got away.
It's fine. I'll track him down eventually. Not like I have anything better to do.
You know, I wouldn't be so sure about that. She could still be out there.
Can never be sure how much someone means to you till they're gone. Don't give up on her yet.
Was it a message? What was she trying to tell me?
We'll meet again.
JK, LOL.
It's a symbol of reunion.
Everything is a symbol of reunion. The flowers, the pendant.
No choice but to find her first. Thanks.
Hold up. I think you might be forgetting something.
I haven't. Found it. Let's get out of here. And then I'll give you what you need.
Sack of potatoes? Damn it, Leslie. I knew you couldn't be trusted. This is why I don't like you, giving us a bunch of potatoes for doing all of that. Not even good potatoes. They're shitty potatoes.
Taste that sweet Midgar smog.
That's funny.
This way.
Grappling guns. You can practically fly with the souped-up motors on these babies. Sector 7 is on the other side of that wall. The guns will get you over and past it, along with any number of other obstacles. But they're one-way tickets. So once you start up, there's no coming back. You should probably get your affairs in order, just in case.
What's really interesting to me is how...
Thank you.
This marks the second time you get the grappling guns in the game, right? And the first time you get them, it's kind of similar, right? Biggs gives them to you when you're trying to go bomb Sector 5. But you never actually use them in gameplay. It's only here that you use them in gameplay, right? Like, to attach to things to climb up to the Shinra HQ.
You too.
Alright, Leslie, get out of here. Skedaddle.
Let's go. Once we start up that wall, we won't be coming back here anytime soon.
Yes, sir.
You know, part of me wishes we could do more for the people down here before we take the fight to Shinra. Sure you want to go now?
Yeah, we did all the quests. Barrett? I am a whisper at heart. I'm a whisper in disguise. I come from the future. I know destiny. I represent it. I have seen all paths. I have done all quests.
Pretty high.
I am ready to rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Glad someone is.
Aerith's up there, waiting for us.
Then we best get a move
on, Wee. This part's fun. The day Midgar stood still. Chapter 15. Oh, you guys can't see that because my face cam's covering it.
2 goals. Goal 1, kick some Shinra ass and save the planet. Goal 2, save the girl while kicking more Shinra ass and get out.
I like it.
Copy.
Roger that, baby. Okay. First things first. I noticed we've been getting a lot of the manuscripts. And so, very much like to see if there's anything worth getting at this point if we can. It's still kind of the same here for Barrett. We're gonna wait and see if we get another sub-core before spending anything. What's our materia looking like? Okay, interesting. I feel like one thing we should do grab Aerith's Shiva materia, because it's our only other elemental, I guess. Besides Zephyrit. Place it for Chocobo and Moogle. Oh wait, Tifa doesn't have a second MP up? Really? Yeah, deadly dodge on her, which is pretty good. Yeah, maybe instead of like... I don't know, like... We never use enemy skills, so fuck that. There aren't even a whole lot you can learn, I'm pretty sure. Let's swap her enemy skill materia out for like... maybe Aerith's MP up? I don't know, or like a new one. Let's just take Aerith so we can level it in the background. Alright, looks good. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna give Cloud Magnify since he has more MP than Barrett. Give Barrett the elemental to level. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, but until then, listen to the beautiful background music, ladies and gents. Thank you for being here, anyone watching the stream tonight, and I'll be right back very soon. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, guys. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. Sorry for the wait. And took a bit of a break. But we're ready to go. Let us ascend to Shinra HQ and put an end to this madness. Rescue Aerith.
No telling what's gonna collapse or when.
Bobby, where did Daddy go? Don't worry, sweetie. Everything will be okay.
When is Shinra coming to rescue us?
God darn. It's crazy. One of my favorite things about this chapter of the game is it looks so much better than the original remake that came out on PS4 last year. Because there are quite a few texture issues in this area, right?
You guys might want to turn around.
A lot of them have now been like remedied effectively.
For you, maybe.
For you, but not for us. Got main character DNA. And Genova cells. Lots of Genova cells. With a touch of Mako. Maybe just a little big of a touch. A little bit too much of a touch. I don't know why I even bother stopping at those anymore. Oh, a save point. Now we're maxed out, so we're good.
Keep your cool.
No need to worry.
Lots of aerial combat here, I always forget. Gonna be interesting fighting some of these dudes. At least Braver can connect. It's on you, Barrett. Very cool.
Was never in doubt.
They still don't look phenomenal or anything. Like, yeah, it still looks a little bit rough. Like, it looks very flat. But in terms of, like, the quality of the textures themselves, they're a lot better. Yeah. Midgard.jpg. It do be like that.
Let's give him hell.
And then
Give him hell and then some. Let's go. Heal everyone.
deal with that.
All set.
Need my help, do you? You ain't getting out of this
Very cool.
Nothing's gonna stop.
You would say that.
Hang on, I just want to check something out here on my audio settings real quick. Oh, that's music. Hold up. Okay. All right, here we go.
No turning back.
Volume is a little bit too loud there.
Keep it together.
I got this.
Bring in the heat. Fuck all this.
My turn.
Almost had me.
Bit by bit.
All set.
Very cool.
Yeah. up now! And pouring it on! Here it comes! Oh, you in trouble now! Hope you don't mind if I fill you full of Hit my ass! Golden opportunity right here! You got this!
Taking over. Take the lead.
What is happening? Or are you taking all this damage? Passively.
It's on you.
God, that fight was... rough. The aerial combat is very wonky in this game. But like, it's not terrible when you have characters like Barrett in your party who are able to directly deal with like aerial threats. Like the beginning of the game when you're like going through the warehouse with Cloud and Tifa and doing all those side quests in Sector 7 and there are a bunch of those drakes that are flying around. That part's a little bit annoying.
We've made it through worse, you know.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a miracle we haven't been killed a dozen times over by now. It's a dead end.
Wonder if this rope belongs to search and rescue.
Think we might be able to climb up here.
Time for the grappling guns. Try to aim for that part of the rope that's hanging there.
Don't screw up and fall. By the way, how well you do with this grappling gun will tell us a whole lot about you.
Just remember, we can't come back down. Are you ready?
I think I see a
Yes,
rope
ma'am.
hanging off the top there.
Let's mosey.
Too easy. This keeps up, I'm gonna get bored.
Uh-oh. The little mini airbuster thing. Fought so many of them in Crisis Core. This was a fun boss fight in this game. Enjoyed it a lot.
We need to stay on mission.
I know. Saving Aerith is our top priority.
Got that right. Metal Gear time. But not for long. As I always like to say, Baird and stealth don't go in the same sentence. Oh, this is a cool fight.
Get ready.
I was badass fighting the soldier operatives as Cloud himself. The legit sword fight. Oh, that was a very big blizzard. Get out of here.
Hunter 2-2! Respond, damn it!
This is Hunter 2-2.
Looks like an iDroid from MGS5.
Over.
Roger. Frickin' Avalanche make this put in OT. Probably cowering in the dark somewhere. If you find the shitheads, make them suffer. 2-3 out.
Listen up! We ain't running and we ain't hiding! Y'all don't
Told
know
you.
the meaning of
Baird and stealth don't go in the same sentence.
Call was over.
He's so destructive. I love it.
This guy again.
Come on, we need to get inside.
Actually really enjoy this part of the game. This is where the level design gets a tiny bit more inspired and interesting, right? Using grappling guns to go around everywhere. Like, now we're getting somewhere. Now we don't just have the amazing characters and storytelling and dynamics between them and the music. We're starting to like ramp up the level design intrigue and making it more riveting as well. So now we're starting to get the whole package here, which is why I think I enjoy this part like a whole lot. Of course, a hella trooper. Boy, oh boy, do you boys give me war flashbacks.
Brace yourself.
Oh, well. I'm very surprised that we didn't actually have to use Barret for those guys. They're like the most annoying flying enemies in the game. We didn't need to use Barret for him. Good shit. Yeah, it's always satisfying fighting the Shinra troops as Cloud, right? Seem to be right up his alley in terms of matchups.
Nothing personal.
Those are like the most fitting guys to say that to, by the way. Nothing personal. Because a lot of these troops here, just victims of circumstance, right? They don't actually want to work for Shinra, or they don't want to like, well, not work for Shinra, but they want to follow their ideals and don't care about the whole conflict against Avalanche. They just want to make a living and get by. Poor guys. Kind of like Cloud. When that man was in their position.
Don't overdo it.
Alright. Maybe this time. Let's bring out the big guns. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Go.
Take him down.
Easy. You don't got shit on us. We're coming, Aerith. Don't worry. Mopping the floor with these asshats. Path to greater heights. Working in the darkness sold out. Damn it, what CD don't we have?
No holding back.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's on you.
Okay, let's go. Watch yourself.
Need my help,
Excellent.
Closure.
Let me handle this.
About damn time.
Just a bruise. Look at you. Look at that puny ass sword. What do you think you're doing with that? There, what are you aiming at? There we go. Easy.
You're good at this.
Infinite ammo hacks.
Told you so.
3,000 bucks. Take another nap.
I think I see a rope hanging off the top there.
You do now. Oh, I see it too. Ascend to the heavens. Or not. That's the irony, right? Holy shit, I just realized the irony of Midgar, right? Normally heaven is on top and hell is at the bottom, right? But in this case with Midgar, the irony is that hell is actually at the top. Shinra is hellish, and then what you would think is the Undercity / Underworld is actually where all the souls are of the people and where you find goodness. I never actually realized that shit. Oh my god.
Don't overdo it.
I got this.
Destroyed.
Let's keep it up. Always do. Going in.
Let's finish it.
You ain't going anywhere. Here it comes. Catch you sleeping.
Let's go.
Wow, we're like maxed out on high potions. That's funny. They're probably going to be maxed out on a lot of items we've been picking up on hard since we can't use them. Ooh, a blast ray. Hey, these are the boys I used to use on Fort Condor. Get back on the board. What you doing out here?
Hang back.
Let me
Oh, huge. Wait, Tifa, I need you again. Oh fuck, but she can't get close. Do your worst. Got the power of block. Okay, that happened.
Taking over. It's on you.
Well, Barry, it's your time to shine. Let's end this. Maximize fury. Good shit.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Damn it. If any of this crumbles, we're all going down.
I just like breaking boxes. Especially when they're owned and manufactured by the electric power company of Shinra. Down with the Mako, down with the company, down with the Shinra. I like how in the original they call it the Shinra, not just Shinra, right? Okay. All these over here.
Don't you ever forget this view.
I shan't, especially when the textures have been remedied. The view is now very pleasing to my eyes, Barrett. JK, it's very sad.
Just thinking about busting into Shinra HQ's got me fired up.
Save some for later.
No need, son. I've got more than enough to keep me going for days.
Yeah, Barrett has a very big hate boner right now against Shinra. Shinra hate boner.
This the only way.
Hey! And this is part now where they advertised photo mode for the game in the trailer for Intergrade. It's so cool. That's pretty cool. Wish you could move the camera around way more in photo mode in this video game. Oh shit, isn't that the expressway where they like get to at the end? The very edge of that? It's cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like do something like this. Hang on. Let's do that. Take a screenshot. It's a pretty cool shot. Slash view. Very cool. All right, back to it. That was a pretty genius decision to make this part of the game a photo mode advertisement in the trailer, whoever's decision that was. I think that's probably the most photo mode worthy part of the whole game.
Focus.
All right, Barrett. They're flying too high. We need bullets. We need ammunition. Uh-oh. Easy.
Good job.
Whatever, man. Let's go.
Don't look down. Boys and girl. That's funny how if you're clipping through another character, you just become invisible. Barrett and Tifa never existed. It's all a part of Cloud's mental illness.
Don't overdo it.
I got this.
Yeah, I'll do it. Gotta love it. Time for a serious ass whooping. Got a whole heap of lead with your name on it.
Destroyed.
That was pretty damn good, huh?
Let's keep it up.
Let's. Roro. It's the big bad Hal.
That son of a bitch is back. I thought we lost him. Damn it. Looks like there's only one way to go.
We were headed that way anyway.
This part of the song is super groovy. Quit your bullshit. Only one man can have an infinite ammo glitch, and his name's Barrett. What the fuck? Come on, you just stop firing there. Nice. Oh god, oh god. Ah, not nice. Dude, stop. Let me go. Ah, oh god. Ah. I'm getting Zach fared right now. There we go. That was annoying. A little bit better than the last time he played this part, though. That was a disaster. That was an epic fail. That first time. Stop shooting grenades. There we go. I'll try this right here. Oh, it worked. That's epic. My god. Stop is OP. Jesus. Oh my god, stop is insane when like an enemy is staggered. You get so much time to increase the bonus with Tifa's unbridled strength. Then after that, the fact that stop lasts a while and then you can like continue to damage it while it's still staggered after the fact. That is crazy cool.
Let's do this. Here it comes.
Huge. Tifa, you know what to do. Stop it. Massive.
Watch this.
Time to end this. Yeah. Get in there.
Let's do this. Gotcha. Finish it.
Seizing the arm. Here, let's pour on the pain.
I've got this.
Time to end this. Get in there.
Massive. Okay. Dude. That was fun. That was the first time we've ever tried that, right? Stopping an enemy when they're staggered. That's awesome. Hello, OP. I actually want to... Okay, gotta do that while we're on a ladder, but... I actually want to give time materia to someone else so that Tifa doesn't have to waste 1 bar of ATB to stop it when it's staggered. And can get right into Unbridled Strength. So let's maybe give it to like Cloud or something. Yeah, we'll go with that.
No holding back. Deal with that.
Okay, let's go.
Don't hold back there. You heard the man. Let's go. Ow. Sick.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Take a breather. This theme is so groovy. I love it. An antidote, very cool. JK, not really. Just a regular ass item. That remedy right there.
Cloud.
I guess we'll build another bar.
Yeah. We will. You'll help too, won't you?
For a price.
I love that line right there. It shows so much growth, and I think that's fundamentally what the best part about this game is, right? It's the fact that, like, even though it's such a small, incredibly small fraction of the original game, and in the original game it takes a while from the beginning to the middle to the end for Cloud to actually transform as a character and open up to others and regain his identity. What's amazing to me about this remake is they're already showing that in that small fraction of the original game. It already shows that he's going through so much growth and development, man, and I think that's phenomenal. Like, the little lines like these where in the beginning he's closed off, reserved, and completely selfish and is in it for himself, and now it's he's using that part of his personality from the beginning of the game as almost a joke, essentially. That's like an inside joke for the three of them, that for a price, meaning, of course I'll help you guys. You know, I'm not that kind of guy anymore. Even though I am still totally a jerk. I'm not that much of a jerk. And eventually, I won't be a jerk at all as soon as Tifa gets my ass together in the live stream. Gets my head straight and my identity in check. They come from down there? I forget. Well, I think there's a place up there. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Oh no! You had another enemy in the game who can't connect any of its shots. Run into the zigzag pattern cloud.
Was getting tired of playing tag anyway. Come on.
Take the lead.
All right. Watch and learn.
The Valkyrie, that's what it's called. Always forgot what this enemy is called. So many in Crisis Core, right? Cool how there's only like really one in this game and it's a boss.
Gotta love
Taking over.
Need my help, do you? Bang, bang! Bring it on!
Okay.
You okay?
Hey, okay. Just kidding. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. Like the Attitude Barrett. Mark 98 rotary cannons. Stop shooting those. Let me shoot you. Alright, you guys be shitting, man. Missed the prayer. Okay. Perfect time for like 2 chi traps. It's all on you, Barrett. Come on. Nice. Anti-fiend artillery. I'm no fiend. I'm your end. The end part of that shit is true without the eye. Focus thrust here. And Doggo with Tifa. No, dude. Bullshit. You little shits. As soon as you're about to cast it, we frickin'... Wow, where are you going? It's like dude's out here walking away. In like La La Land.
believe you.
All set.
Sweet.
Hang back. Don't overdo it.
I got it.
Nice. Okay.
Let's pour on the pain. Keep it up.
Alright, Cloud. Stop it. You stop it.
Seizing the open.
Huge.
Now's our chance.
Massive fucking damage, dude. Let's go. That was hella awesome.
What the hell?
You're up.
Oh, the laser thing. Forgot about this. Laser tag. No.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Don't get caught in the middle.
I got you.
Oh my god, Cloud went flying.
Deal with that.
Okay, let's go.
Music gets good here. Music in this part of the game isn't so memorable, but it's really good. Oh god. Barrett got stuck in his animation, man. Massive. You know what to do, Cloud. Stop its ass. No way, resisted stop? Oh god. Let's get Shiva out here. Hell yeah. Help us out, Shiva. The icy kiss of death. Been a while since we've used her. Very, very good summon.
It's on you.
All right. Watch and learn.
I got this.
What the heck is that attack? Oh no. Oh god, we're all asleep. Oh my god, what is this damage? Jesus. Mac and cheeses. And ice. Dude, come on. Barrett, get up. We need you. Oh god. Oh no. Bullshit, dude. You're asleep for so long in this game. Okay. There, rise and shine.
Let's switch it up.
This fucking laser, dude.
Gonna make me do everything?
For now. No, fuck. Ah, the thing that puts you to sleep. I really hope this ends this. Please clutch this catastrophe. Oh my god, the clutch. Let's go. Oh, that catastrophic clutch. Barrett coming in with the catastrophe. That was super fucking sketchy towards the end. Just when we thought all hope was lost.
Now what? Shit.
Yeah, I think Sleep and Toad have to be the most annoying status ailments in the game. 100%. No, Barrett. Yay, Barrett. Surprised he doesn't just like tug all of them down with his body weight. Dude is massive. Very strong, burly man. And apparently Tifa's also a very strong, burly lady, even though she isn't burly. That's what I love about the FF characters. They have like supernatural strength. Even though realistically they would need to be the size of Barrett to have that kind of strength.
Yeah.
Or bigger.
And there's still more to come.
Guess so.
Hope everybody's warmed up.
Alright, let's do this. One of the greatest parts of the game, man. Shinra HQ and all of its beautiful PS5 glory, man. I think this is one of the most beautiful set pieces in the whole game. Visually, it's just fucking pristine. It is goddamn next gen. When you think of Remake, you think of this, man. Cloud overlooking this giant-ass Shinra HQ building. Like the cover art. I love it so much. This fucking paradise.
Rolled out the welcome wagon.
Gotta say, I can't help but wonder if this is a lost cause.
Well, you know, some lost causes are worth fighting for.
Let's just think this through.
So, I got an idea. Frontal assault, guns blazing. Make for a good story.
Why'd we bring you along again? Rear entrance. We'll get inside via the parking garage.
One of the rare occasions where I side with Cloud during one of his arguments with Barrett. Right? Whenever it comes to like stealth and espionage operations and shit and like going in guns a-blazing versus taking the stealthy silent route, I'm always at Cloud on that one because you know me, man. I love me some good old-fashioned stealth, even though they end up fucking all of those stealth operations up in this game because, as I always say, Barrett and stealth don't go in the same sentence. You know what else doesn't go in the same sentence? Tonight, me and 7-hour streams. I think I'm actually going to call it here. About a solid 3.5 hours in here tonight. Because I have been hitting the hay a little bit early these days. Normally, right? Normally, and I have been doing this quite a bit recently, I would do a 7-hour stream and go until like 2 or 3 in the morning-ish. And now it's like 10:30, so I'm trying to sleep a little bit earlier and get my day started a little bit earlier as well. So I think I am going to end it here, ladies and gents, boys and girls. And this is a fantastic place to stop as well, since we've just made it to Shinra HQ. So we'll call this past stream that we did right here tonight, the Ascent to Shinra HQ, to Shinra Tower. And that's what this stream was dedicated to. Next stream, we're going to be getting in there, busting Aerith out, doing a bunch of shit on hard mode, hopefully trying some of the VR missions and stuff, like the Wise fight, the Bahamut fight, and a couple of the others that we haven't done yet. That's the main attraction of the upcoming chapters. I think it's chapter 17, I believe, once we can get to the VR system. So do expect some of that. Gonna be a lot of grinding, probably like when we were trying to do all the Yuffie Sonon missions in the VR and intermission. So yeah, should be very fun. But yeah, for tonight I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and always remember to keep on keeping on. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye.